Okay, there we go. We got it working. Yay! So what I was planning to do, if we finish the game, was to do a tier list of this. So let's get that started, I guess. Okay, so we got the tier list here. I haven't really configured it yet or anything, but should be working this fine enough. So let's see. What? Let's go invite someone into the stream if he wants to. Someone. Let us see. Will he come out? Will you come out?
Yikes, that was like all the reflections.
What did you say?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I should mute. Yeah, I'm muting your oh, no, that was pausing. I'm muting your stream because, like, I can hear everything for, like, just repeat, echoing and jazz.
Well, that's so nice you were watching my stream.
Yeah, you already knew I was.
Well, I can appreciate you, right?
I suppose.
Anyways, everyone, welcome Murdercarp to the stream for the first time. We're doing this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So since you've got some knowledge about Chrono Cross as well, right? So and you watch me play it, so you got some know about the characters a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez. Are you nervous?
No, I just have a poor opinion about a lot of them because it's just a whole bunch of superfluous characters.
Yes, that's exactly why we're here, to see which are characters that are actually pretty decent and should be kept if there's ever a remake or something, and which one could just be like, no.
Well, to start things off, clearly Surge and Kid.
Yeah, so this is also a bit. This isn't just about how they are story related, but also a bit how they actually play and stuff. So.
Well, you ain't really got a choice with Surge most of the time.
Yeah, but Surge is in terms of stat and element grid also pretty good in my opinion. So I mean, considering how much damage he does.
Yeah.
Kids.
I mean, he kind of has to be good though because you're stuck with him so much. I imagine if they made him underwhelming and you were stuck with him for the entirety of the game, a lot of people would have been upset.
Well, people are upset anyways because, well, they can be.
I forget. At a point, were you able to replace Surge like you'd be able to replace Chrono and Chrono Trigger?
You can do that in a plus game, so. Yeah, at least
yeah, Surge is still a solid character, and Master Moon just makes him amazing.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so then we got the secondary Protect kit. I like Kit a lot personally, which people might have seen on previous streams, but
Kid and Fargo, I would probably both put like at least A.
Yeah, that was I was thinking as well, but as for now at least, because
Mel would probably be a B personally because stealing is a very limited ability and it's so good.
In that, but I can agree with Mel, but
Mel is the worst of the trio.
Well, but not only that, you also get her at a point where you get your other teeth back and all that. So
yeah, if I think she should have been in the other.
Yeah, she probably
the other route where you don't get Kid.
That and boomerangs, despite having a hit or fierce attack, they kinda suck in regards to.
Yeah, maybe if they were put on a more physical character or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, all the hit all attacks were kind of on more mage-like characters.
Yeah, but not only that, she's also a yellow character, and that is also already determined because yellow characters tend to kind of suck in general. Yellow is probably the worst innate in the game, in my opinion.
I think the best yellows are probably Viper, Leia, and who's the third one?
Zoa?
That might have been it. I can't remember what Norris was like.
Well, right. Well, there's also a problem with a lot of the yellow characters. A lot of them have stupid low stamina, so or at least less than average.
Yeah.
Mel isn't affected by that, luckily, but yeah. Okay, so where shall we start now? Story-related characters, or at least mandatory characters first, or?
Yeah, let's go with the mandatory characters.
Okay.
Pushul, I would probably put down to D.
I don't. Is Pushul mandatory?
You get her no matter what. Like if you don't go out of your way to get her, you still get her.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I generally go out of my way to get them just because of the first boss.
Yeah, it's Pushul. Pushul is, I think, the only character that you can get either her home or her another version.
Okay, makes sense, I guess. Well, Pushul is definitely not a good character, so. And also, Pushul is pretty much the main example of why.
Yeah. I think he, let's see, who else is mandatory? Well, one of the three paths, I guess. Guile, Pierre, or
Nikki.
Yeah, Pierre is probably another D.
Yeah, Pierre can be decent late game, but
that's late game. Once you have to actually work to make him good, though, and even good is a little strong.
Yeah, he can become C tier at most.
Yeah.
I've of the blue innate, he's probably the worst blue innate anyway. So
yeah, if his weapon was a little stronger, I'd probably put him in C, but his weapon's pretty weak.
Yeah, but not only that, by the time you get his weapon, it's
also late game when you have a whole bunch of other better weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Guile Guile's a pretty solid character, yeah.
Yeah, his elemental grid it starts really weak because it has like it's the reverse of what most characters are.
Yeah, he gets barely any low slots, but he gets a ton of high level slots.
Yeah,
that's what makes him so great. But again, he's another character who's better off in the late game.
Mm-hmm. I would put him at lower A tier, I think, but
yeah, A or B. I'd personally put him in A, but
yeah, that's what I think as well. It's too bad. One thing I hate about Gao, to be honest, is that they pretty much dropped the backstory they had in mind for them.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
That was really lame in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay.
The third one, Nikki.
Nikki has, in all honesty, probably the biggest part in the story of all the characters.
Yeah. If there were an actual like manga or anime based on the game, I would say either Nikki or Guile's part in this. Nikki or Guile's route would probably be the one that was followed.
I have to be honest. I have not much experience with using Nikki in battle, to be honest.
Same here. All I know is he's also got a dual attack with Mickey, but
yeah, but let me pull up some information on him real quick.
I mostly a support character.
Is he?
I think like I said, I also like you said, I also didn't use him a lot either, but
I generally, when I do my own playthrough, I generally start with Gal and then instead of Nikki or Pierre. So because Pierre already is not good. Okay, let's see.
Let's see. Grand Finale, Chill Out, and Limelight are his techs.
Yeah, Limelight. Deals damage.
Grand Finale is a physical attack.
Chill Out is also deals damage. And yeah, she said Grand Finale.
Oh, all right. He is a physical attacker, huh? Oh, well, not a physical attacker. You're a attack attacker.
So it's kind of a bit. So he's a physical attacker with the. I'm not really sure. His design is not really my thing or anything, but I can foresee why people would like him.
Yeah, he's a bit flamboyant, and yeah, he's important in the story, but I wouldn't put him above. Like, I wouldn't really put him above B, to be honest.
No, I can agree on that one. Yeah, it's he has some story relevance, and
but story relevance doesn't always mean a lot.
Okay, so we got the first route split done. I guess now for the second route split then.
That would be Corcha and Masha, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have to voice my opinion on Corcha.
Yeah, Corcha's an irritating character, and
with bad, in my opinion, bad design and a pretty horrible text, to be honest.
Let's see what his.
I think at least one of his texts has random damage. So.
Probably yeah. Let's see. Headbutt. Alright, let's see. Headbutt's kind of meh. Hook and sinker. And big catch, I guess, big catch is the random. His level 7 is random.
Yeah, very.
And it's based on the doppelgang list as well.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
So as you make Sprigg stronger, his list becomes more random.
Well, no, it's. Yeah, actually, it is random. But the attack, one good thing about this attack is it's not based on his innate. It's based on the innate of the creature you fish up. So.
Well, that's.
But it's also random, so you could hit you could hit like the black dragon with the black creature and heal it.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad.
I'd imagine he'd be a little better if he had some sort of
control over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually. Then he would actually be. He could actually be A tier then, at least, if he has control with what kind of elemental damage he did.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. So.
I mean, technically, you could probably. Well, no. Nah, you can't control that. Anyways,
I personally would say D tier, but.
Yeah.
I mean, you do encounter him in each of the stories, but
he's frustrating in each of the stories as well.
Yeah.
And I hate that he's the one character. He is one of the 2 characters or 3 characters that gets a unique weapon.
Yeah, I know.
He's the only one that uses lures, and Kid's the only one that uses daggers, and technically Surge is the only one that uses swallows. I mean, yeah, Lynx uses them, but.
Yeah, but only when Surge is Lynx.
Yeah. Alright, and who was Doc was the other one, right?
Yeah,
No,
Wesley was. I would say Wesley is pretty much A tier.
At least.
But I could see her at S tier because she's pretty good magic user. But the thing is, magic users themselves are kinda.
Yeah, it's the same problem Final Fantasy VII has. Well, not 7, 8. In my opinion, is magic has pretty limited use. Unfortunately, in my opinion.
Well, the main reason here is it's not so much that magic here is limited. It is just you cannot spam it really. You need to use the physical attacks to be able to use magic.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but all right. Then that's it for Corch's side of the route, right?
Yeah, and the other side we have Masha, Glenn, and Doc.
All right, Matcha is.
Stat-wise, she's pretty good, and she has also pretty good elemental grid from what I recall. I have used her a few times because of that, but
I think her techs are pretty strong too, aren't they?
let's see.
I remember reading that she could be one of the biggest damage dealers.
Bottoms up is a physical attack that hits a single opponent, which is pretty much a hip drop. And then we got folding, which is also single opponent physical attack. And then finally there is dirty dishes, which is also a single opponent physical attack. So she is pretty much a strong physical attack. I think she's pretty much held back a bit by her weapon usage.
Yeah, the utensils aren't a great weapon type.
So that's kind of what's holding her back. But overall speaking, she also apparently has pretty high magic power. So that's where the magic utensils come in. But then again, yeah, mages again.
Yeah, but she doesn't have low attack, so she can at least do decent damage with her attacks while charging up her elements. Yeah, I'd say B.
B? Okay.
A strong B.
High B.
Yeah, high B.
Probably probably slightly before Nikki. Yeah. Only because of the steel. Okay. Well, Glenn isn't easy for me.
Yeah, S.
Glenn is easy. Glenn is only slightly behind on Surge, in my opinion. And when you put them together, it's well. Let's put it this way: there are blue innate bosses that are pretty much just need 6 hits at most.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn is like one of the best characters, especially if you get him everything.
Yeah, if you get him dual Einlancer, it's pretty much GG, game over. It's kind of like the same when you get the Master Moon, then how easy the game becomes.
Yeah.
And if you got both of those.
Yeah. Alright, and the last one is Doc.
Yeah.
Honestly, Doc is not one I've used a lot either.
I think one of the main points is, and this is something that we will probably be running into a lot as well, is Doc is a white innate. And since your main character is already a white innate, there is not much need for another white innate in the party.
Yeah, and let's see what his text look like. Because, again, he's not a character I used a lot of.
I think they are magic-based, at least, so...
His level 3 is physical.
Oh.
His level 5 is magical. And his level... hang on, his level 10... his level 7 is actually really good. It's a heal all that increases the attack and magic attack of all allies.
Oh, that's actually...
That is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that is actually pretty... That is really good.
The problem becomes, like you said, you don't usually want to double up on... you don't usually want to double up on elements. I mean, yeah, you could like... If you had an entire team of whites, you could. Well, I guess post game it wouldn't be bad because you could have 3 dark plates on everybody, but
Yeah, but that's only if you go for that. So
But yeah, like you really don't want to. For a casual playthrough, you really don't want to double up on. I guess, yeah, and the only time you'd want to use Doc is when you're Lynx, but
yeah, but that is the moment when you don't have him.
yeah, so I'd have to say high B, high B, high C, low B.
I can agree on that. I mean, that's the problem with the innate system. Yeah, you kind of, yeah, you kind of push several characters just become useless because of if you want, you can pick multiple, but it's not useful to do so. And
That's why and that's why it's kind of nice that each thief character is a different innate because
it's bad that the stealing double tech is kind of useless as well, though.
incredibly so.
Even kijken, where was Doc again? On here.
He's the first one.
Doc's usefulness is kind of hampered by his innate, to be honest.
Yeah, like
and his availability.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, his level 7 is amazing though.
Yeah, and in the new game plus, when you could get him back pretty early, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah, but new game plus, you'd have also a bunch of other white innates that you'd want to use more than him.
Most likely. Okay, so that is for the routes. Okay, so then we had to pretty much to Fort Dragonia and get our body swapped, and then the next character we pretty much get is Harley.
Well, technically Lynx too.
Yeah, but Lynx should be pretty much be up with Surge, to be honest.
Yeah, so you might as well just toss him up there now.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah, alright, I'm a little.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little behind. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one are Harley and Sprigg, pretty much.
Sprigg is another C, I feel.
Sprigg has a lot of potential to her.
Yes, it's just. If I wanted, like, I would rather actually be able to recruit monsters instead of transforming into them. If I wanted to play as a monster.
This is a point, but yeah, the thing is that the setup for Doppelganger is kind of weak because you first need to pretty much spend a turn to activate it, and then
you need to build up the element grid again.
Yeah, so that's kind of weak, but she has certain doppelgangers that can be incredibly powerful, including one that we haven't gotten because it's a plus game feature.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about, and it's also part of a triple tech.
I know.
So, the lowest I would go with her is C.
Yeah, I would say B for me personally. She's if you put time and effort in her, she can be pretty good. But yeah, that's time and effort again. With a lot of characters on the grid where you were like, okay.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that she is also a green innate, which already has 2 other good characters that you could have already.
Wrestling.
Or Glenn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got
Harley.
Okay, Harley.
Truth be told, I have not used Harley a lot.
I do have used her a lot, and the recent playthrough as well. I pretty much had her on the team all the time, and she is. In all honesty, she is really good as a character. Her elemental grid is a little bit hampered. Well, I wouldn't say hampered even, but it's not one of those that's fan out at the start and then grows smaller. Hers stays around the same size on all levels, so she has pretty well rounded in that regard.
And her techs are pretty good too. Especially her level 5 is actually pretty good for a level 5.
Yeah, it's one that raises defenses. But her level 3 and level 7 techs are pretty strong offensive techs as well. So,
and she's She is one of those few characters that you don't need to actually hunt down her level 7 tech.
And not only that, she gets hers pretty early before she leaves the party.
Yeah, just like how how in Final Fantasy VII you can get Eris's level 4 limit break pretty early.
Oh yeah. I would
I
personally say high A, to be honest, or low
same.
S.
Yeah, I'd probably put her in A.
Yeah, I probably before or after the Thieves.
I think after the Thieves. I still think Thieves are.
Yeah, she's also a bit ruined. That in all honesty, you need to do a new game plus or continue plus at a really specific time to actually be able to permanently recruit her. Okay, so we have done that. I guess Radius then?
Radius.
Radius isn't a bad green.
I like the idea of Radius. I love the idea of Radius. His combat style, I love it, but he's not. He's just.
Yeah, he is not a bad character in all honesty. His weakest point, in my opinion, is his stamina.
Not just his and his techs. His techs are all pretty strong, but they suffer from just all being single targets.
Yeah, but that's not always a bad thing. I think Glenn also only has single target skills, if I recall correctly.
Yes, but Glenn also has unstoppable power.
Yeah, that's what I think. Glenn being a part of the game is actually what hurts Radius the most, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of does actually.
In all honesty, I would I wouldn't put him below B, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think he is at the very least up there with Masha.
I'd probably put Viper down at B as well.
Yeah, Viper suffers the same problems, and then being in. I think Viper is a bit lower than Radius.
Lower B then, because I still think Viper's a solid character, even with problem.
Yeah, Viper is a solid character, but he has the same problems as Radius does, to be honest. Plus his innate is kind of bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Yellow has one thing that it has over other characters, and that is the Fist Negate element, which can be pretty powerful against certain bosses and all that.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's kind of bad.
In Viper's case, Flagbearer, I remember, was pretty good.
Flagbearer is pretty good, but then again, you can only get that rather late, to be honest. And let's see.
Well, yeah, it's a level 7.
Yeah. Let's see. Viper's Famine is his unique weapon. He's one of the few characters that actually get a unique weapon. But I'm not sure if
Alright, let's just address this now. You need to make another column.
I need to make another column. Okay, where?
Below D.
Below D. Oh, okay, I know where this is going.
Let's just get this out of the way now, because I also agree with you on this particular character.
Yeah, Sneff tier.
Just put it black.
There we go. Oh, wait. This did not go as planned.
Oops. Whoops.
Okay, this was D. Okay, there we go. Fixed. No problems. Aside from, let's color this like this. There we go. Fixed. Okay, there we go. Sneff tier. He gets something special for himself because I really don't get what I have been on this rant before while playing the game. I really don't get why Sneff actually... He has no... most of the other characters I can say, oh hey, they actually have something going for them. Draggy has the whole dragon thing. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Fungi, but I can appreciate the pun there. Turnip and Neofio are kind of like, yeah, okay, fine, but okay, there actually the cuteness factor to them. But seriously, aside from his double tech, what does Sneff have?
He has a double tech? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, with Guile.
With Gal, yeah.
He's a hopeless character. He really is. And the worst part is I believe he also gets a unique weapon.
Does he?
I think he does.
I mean,
He was a yellow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Pack of Lies can be used with everyone?
I think so.
Yeah, because I guess the Pack of Lies was supposed to be his unique, but...
Yeah, but they realized no one would be using Sneff, so they were like, nah, let's just give it to everyone.
Yeah. Anyways, whoops. Close that, I didn't mean to. Alright, let's see, yeah, so Sneff's taken care of. Since we were on Viper, let's go to his daughter.
Riddle. I would say Riddle is pretty much on the same level as Wesley and Gal, to be honest.
Yeah, she's one of the most solid magic classes, but as much as I like Riddle, I would probably put her below them. Because she suffers from being the same innate as Sturge.
Yeah, but she has one good thing. He recruits her while you are linked, so...
Yeah, that's true, but for most of the game, if you were to use her... well, since we're in Viper Manor, let's go to the Dragoons.
Yeah, let's go start with Marcy, I guess, Nikki's sister. Marcy is, in all honesty, once again a pretty solid character on her own. But yeah, she suffers from there being just a lot of blue innates that are also good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the main thing. And yeah, she and her valley speak isn't that endearing either.
Yeah, she has very strong bratty energy. I would probably put her below Nikki.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. She is pretty powerful, to be honest, and she has an advantage over some of the other over Nikki, that she can equip the cape so that her evasion can skyrocket just like Wesley can.
Capes are only for children.
Yeah. Or at least children and small size characters like Neofio and Turnip can equip them as well, if I recall correctly.
I really hate how many characters are in this game.
It is. The thing is, it would have worked if they actually did something with it. I mean, if you're... Even if you have something like in Final Fantasy at the end, where you split up the party in several groups and then have to go through through a dungeon with each group or something, you know.
Or Suikoden, where you actually have big ass giant wars with your characters acting as officers and generals.
Yeah, that would, but I was that would have been great as well. But I was thinking a bit in terms of scope of the game it is right now.
Yeah, the setting of the game, because there wouldn't be any real big battles.
Against Spore.
There could be stuff against Spore, but yeah.
Marcy, I think. Personally, I would put her around the General Viper and Radius, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely be like not lower or higher than B.
And I think she suffers from two real major things. Is that she is just another glove user, which are there like glove is pretty much a weapon that given to her.
Yeah, glove is pretty much we can't think of anything else to give them.
Let's see. Karsh is actually pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, he's a green, right?
Yeah. But that's also he's pretty much his biggest weakness. He overall does a lot of the same thing as Glenn does, only Glenn does them better. I do think he gets overshadowed by both brothers.
Yeah, he's an axe user too, so that's at least something he has different. But again, axe isn't.
Yeah, I would put. I have used him in a playthrough at one point, and he is solid. He deals a lot of damage, and I would say he's bottom A at the very least, because he out damages radius and all that, and he has a dual attack as well.
Yeah, radius does as well though.
Yeah, but that's why I can put him at the same level as radius. To be honest, his dual attack is also with a yellow innate, so that's even more like that. I think Karsh also has a bit better stamina, so that he doesn't have as much of an issue as Radius does. So.
Well, yeah, Radius is an old man. I guess I understand that.
Yeah, I know what you're going with, but it kind of limits certain characters when.
Yeah, I understand you.
Okay, so.
Zoa, I would probably put with Marcy as well.
Yeah, Zoa is yellow and suffers from low stamina as well for some reason. He's just a huge man, and he is just. I would put him below Marcy, to be honest.
Yeah, and Viper is pretty much a better yellow, anyways.
Yeah. See, we got talking about yellow and Norris.
I'd have to say C. I never used him though, so.
Yeah, I can't.
He is kind of a boring character mechanically and story-wise.
He is. Yeah, he is kind of like. He is there.
Yeah.
It's literally like, oh hey, if he's one of those characters that if you didn't recruit him, you wouldn't really be missing much either. He could have just stayed an NPC and he would have just as much worth. I mean, at this point, I had to put him in the party a few times to get in and out of fight per man, and that's pretty much the only reason why. Yeah.
Honestly, he did not need a dual tech either.
Yeah, but then again, it's also a character where I'm saying like I would put him below Doc actually on C. He is not bad in terms of what he can do, but he's just
he's not impressive.
And he's still better than what I would like to call the joke characters then.
Groverick, I would put the same tier but below him.
So let's see, let's change it a bit up. So there, Y, the Y tier. As you said, Grobik is and I would say as well, yeah, he's Grobik is. I would actually put, Grobik's main problem is that it's a black innate. Why already got two pretty good black innates in the party.
Then when you're out of the party, when you get your other party members back, you got better black innates.
Do we?
Well, if you go through the Guile route.
Okay, this is true. But if you don't go to the Guile route, I think you only got Lucia.
And Skelly, I guess.
Yeah, so
Lucia, I would still say is better because.
Grobik's his stacks are pretty powerful, to be honest. I don't like him, but I will have to say that.
I would still use Lucia more than Grobik, though.
I have used Lucia more than Grobik, but I would at least put him over Norris then at least.
I mean, mix and match while it's random. It's really good.
What does mix and match do again?
Random status effect. It's no, wait, not random. Not random. It's multiple. It's like bad breath.
Okay. Let's see. As I said, yeah, he is pretty powerful in terms of physical attacks, to be honest. But that's it really. And his design is also kind of like,
Boring edgelord.
yeah, pretty much. Lucia, I would say top C. Personally.
Top C, low B.
Yeah, I would say top C. I mean, thank you for the follow, Yelly Belly boy. Welcome to the stream.
Oh my. Alright, yeah, there it is. Hello, yellow jelly belly boy.
How are you doing today? Let's see. Okay, so we got Grobik out of the way and Lucia because well.
I think that's all the blacks. No, Skelly. Skelly is Y, obviously.
Yeah, Skelly is Y.
Oh, and Mojo. Skelly and Mojo are Y.
Alright, Mojo as well. Yeah, I would at least put them. Let's put them at least both Corsa. Let's put Corsa here.
Yeah, they're definitely more entertaining than Corsa. And Skelly, I kind of like Skelly's story, but he's also a character that didn't need to be in the game.
Oh, thank you, Jelly Belly. That I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Yes, Kelly is the quest to get him, and a lot of the characters in the white tier are kind of like there for because they are just there. They are just in the part in the game for there to be in the game. To be honest, they have no really relevance or anything. Yeah, Corcha does,
filler.
Yeah.
But Corcha is kind of a bad character. Period.
Yeah. Okay, I feel with Pierre they were trying to go for something, but they kind of went.
Pierre was one of the 3 frog XPs.
Yeah, but the thing is, and this is something with a lot of characters. There were several of characters. It seems like they were going with something, and then they kind of dropped it for the reasons of hey.
No, they dropped it because they didn't have enough time because they put too many bloody characters in this game.
Like for example, Lucia is a really good example of this. She has a lot of plot they made her have a lot of plot relations towards Luca. But they're only...
Part of me, like, when I first played the game, part of me felt like Lucia was Luca. Or was supposed to be Luca, because...
same hair color and all that.
The glasses, same hair color, she's a scientist. If you completely ignore her accent, like, she could pass for an older Luca.
Yeah, and I think that might be something that they were going for, and it would make sense. I mean, Luca looking for refuge within Viper Manor, away from the Pori army and all that.
I mean, yeah, but if you go by her Japanese name, though, it's clear it wasn't. Her Japanese name was Lutiana.
Okay, I didn't know that. But but then again, if you're in hiding, you would use a fake name, right?
Yeah. Also, Guile's Japanese name, by the way, is Alf.
Yeah. Well, that's after Alphador, his cat.
Well, I think Alphador also had a different name in the Japanese because Janice's Japanese was Jackie.
Let me look up. I mean, Scala was named Sarah, I think so. Let's see, Alphador.
Alphard. All right, you know what? It's still Alf.
Yeah. So yeah, the intention
it still works.
So the intention for Gal was really that he would be Magus, but they dropped so many plot points they could have worked in just for the sake of having more characters in. That is.
Since we're still in Viper Manor, right?
Sort of.
Neofeo is another Y.
Yeah, and since we're doing Neofeo, let's throw Turnip in here as well. All above Corcha, by the way, but.
Okay. Well, I'd also put her like probably between Pushel and.
And honestly, I would push her a bit. Yeah. Yeah, Pierre is really hindered by his. I know what you mean. Like this. Or am I wrong?
No, I'd put him above Pushel because Pushel really is an unnecessary character.
Well, Neofio and Turnip are as well, to be honest, but...
Yeah, but Neofio is at least... They're both at least cuter than Pushel.
Yeah, Pushel, they tried to make Pushel cute, but failed horribly at it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already the woo speech tick that she has. I hate it so much.
Alright, Pip is a high Y. Yeah, I
Pip?
would go as far as to say low C.
Yeah, I would say Pip is one of those characters that can be really good, but you have to put work in it, and it's not even it's a glitch as well.
Too much work.
Yeah.
He's the one, but he is the one Y character I would actually give a C rating.
Yeah, let's put him there too, or her, or him. It. Them.
Pronoun.
Yeah. Okay, so we are out of 5. Since we are...
since we're doing Y characters, let's just finish them up. The Starkey, Fungi, and Draggy.
Starkey... Okay, Draggy can be good, but yeah, I think he falls within Turnip and Neofio there.
Yeah, he's... Draggy... I do like Draggy, but yeah, he's...
At least he
around there.
Thank you, I guess. I can sound higher if you want to, what? Anyways, let's see.
One guy I would put behind Pushel.
Yeah, he's also yellow and ex-user, so that's
just above Corcha, I would say.
I know.
I would still prefer to use Pierre over him, to be honest.
Yeah, but the fun guy has a nice pun to it. You know I'm a sucker for puns.
Yeah, Starkey. Starkey, I would probably put in with those three cuter characters, but probably at the lead because.
Yeah, he has.
I do like how he extends his vowels.
And he is sort of still plot relevant, kinda, even though really forced.
Starkey consumed to corpse.
God damn it. Okay. Okay, well, moving on. Would you put Janice in the white character, or?
Janice? Nah. I mean, I wouldn't put her above C though.
She has uses, but
she's one of my favorite designed characters, but she's.
I would say put her a little bit around Grobik. Personally, my opinion. She, the main problem is once you get her, she's stuck with with that weapon that she has for a long time until you get the beta carotene. You cannot.
Which, if I remember correctly, was in the final dungeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like when I first played. I really loved Janice's design, but
design-wise, she's pretty good. But you have to. You can get her early, but you would have to use Sprigg a lot for that because you cannot have Forget-Me-Not pots at that point. So you have to have a lot of kills with Sprigg. And yes, her recruitment is a bit of a pain, so you generally get her later on. And even then, she's even though we don't have many red innates on the list yet, she's kind of there.
The red innates I feel are probably higher tier than her, to be honest.
Yeah, she does make. I have to say, the way you recruit her does make me feel more like a secret character than most of the other secret characters.
Yeah. Anyways, let's finish off Viper Manor with the last person in Viper Manor, Orcha.
Okay. That's Orcha. I would say B at least. He's pretty decent. I would say above Mickey, but
yeah.
But
yeah, between Mickey and Mel sounds right. Nikki and Mel.
He does have a healing tech, I think so. Let's see.
Yeah.
Orcha. The site I'm using doesn't list his tech, so that is kind of.
Spice of Life, his level 3, I believe, was the healing. Yep. It recovers all allies and cures confusion.
Okay. And the others are physical attacks then, or?
Mystery Menu is a magic attack. And Dinner Guest is also a magic attack. I mean, you know what? That's fine because he does have the utensils as his weapon.
Yeah, that makes sense. So he's kind of like a magic-orientated Machamp, pretty much.
Also, his level 5 drains HP, apparently.
Interesting.
Which, isn't bad, but I'd still prefer Masha and Zappa over him, to be honest.
Yeah, talking about Zappa, since we already got the other Dragoons on there, and he's a former Dragoon.
Yeah, I'd put him with Marcy and Zoa, to be honest.
I would probably put him over Zoa. Design-wise, Zoa is weird in terms of design with his wrestler-like thing going for him.
And speaking of wrestlers...
I was about to make that segue.
Let's finish up.
Grego is kind of like also one of those characters that kind of fell into the Y group, and yeah.
He's a very strong fighter, though.
Yeah, but I would say I would put him between Grobic and Norris, to be honest. If you're talking about strong fighters, Grobic outdoes him, but overall speaking.
Well, Greco also has high HP and defense, so like.
Yeah, that's what Grobic has as well. That's why I put him below him, to be honest. And Grobic has at least one attack that hits all enemies. So.
Yeah, that's. Let's finish off the Reds. Mickey.
I would pick Mickey. Is actually pretty solid. She has a decent. She can attack from both sides pretty decently. You get her at a point where you don't have any other Reds at that point, really. I think.
Let's see. When do you get her? I think you could have a Red with her, but
you could have Janice, technically speaking, and let's see who else. Well, Orcha maybe, depending on what order you did the stuff in, but that's it. She competes with Orcha, to be honest.
I think Orcha might be good on Mickey. She's pretty good roundabout, but I think Orcha might beat her out.
I'm not sure, to be honest, but that might be just a bias speaking from my side.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think they're kind of opposite sides because he can cure confusion and she can cause it. And also he has his self-sustainability too with his level 5.
This is true. I'm not sure. I personally like using Mickey more than Orcha, but.
Well, yeah, I do too. But I had to, if I had to go with their abilities, I have to give it to Orcha.
So let's put it next to Nikki then.
Yeah, with Nikki, I'd probably put her higher though.
Because of their dual tech.
Yeah, their dual tech is pretty good.
This is true, but yeah. In all honesty, that's the hard part. If you can start taking, well, you need to take into account that they do have a dual attack. But yeah, I mean, Nikki, for example, you actually can forego recruiting him, so you not always.
Yeah, that's also why I would put Orcha higher, because if you can still get Mickey without Nikki, and Mickey, I feel, isn't as strong without Nikki.
Okay, I will give you that. Okay,
let's go with the last green then.
Fan.
Yeah. Low C, definitely.
Yeah, maybe around here. I mean, he is unremarkable. He's there.
Yeah, he's one of those. I would actually put him under Pip.
Yeah, but the thing, Pip being worthy means you have to use him a lot, so.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's see.
We got one yellow and one white left, and then the rest are blues.
Well, let's go with our Ayla XP.
Leia, I love the idea of Leia, but she's a bit rough.
Yeah, she is another one of those characters where it's clear that they had an idea for her,
but they dropped the ball on it. And if they do make a remake or remaster, I hope they put more time into all these characters if they're keeping all these characters.
Yeah, that's kind of what I hope as well. I hope at least the characters that are related to Chrono Trigger, or at least have some relation to them. I mean, a lot of these characters, especially in the Y tier, are characters that are there.
Anyways,
Leia suffers from being. Leia is one of the better yellows. That I will say.
Yeah, I was gonna say between Viper and I like her more than Viper, but I still think Viper's a better character.
Viper has well, I would say Leia does have a dual attack, so that's.
Yeah, and Viper does as well.
Yeah,
but,
so that's why I said
like
also.
I feel like Viper has better everything than Leia, to be honest. Even a better dual tech.
I think
as adorable as Draggy Rider is.
The thing is, I think Leia has better stamina, so she has that at least going for her.
Yeah, fair enough, but she's also a younger bundle of energy.
Yeah, I know.
I imagine the old men would have probably the worst stamina.
Yeah, most of them do actually.
Alright, and Stina. Stina is another character that I love the idea of. Shrine Maiden who uses a sword.
Stina's design is also really nice looking, and
again, she suffers from being a white innate.
And not only that, instead of only one tech needing a side quest to be done, she needs it for two of them.
Yeah.
And Hydra Shadow can be.
As much as I like her, I'd have to say low B, high C.
Yeah, I don't know. I have used her in a party, and she does make for a solid replacement of Surge. She's really well rounded, and she has pretty high stats, to be honest. So I would actually place her pretty high in when it comes to her main. Her main thing is really she is held back because Surge exists.
Which is really the case with all the whites, to be honest. If we're going to be honest, like.
Well, to be honest, for example, Doc has his own issues with being.
I think the only ones who don't really suffer because of Surge, but because of themselves, are Pip and Starkey, to be honest. And Starkey kind of grew on me this playthrough because of the stupid little things I was doing.
The thing is, Doc also kind of suffers because of how you need to do things with him and all that. And I think Stina would, as I said, if you do a playthrough where you, New Game Plus playthrough where you don't have search and all that, Stina would actually do pretty well. And because I have used her like that. And I would actually say she is, would be at least lower A tier in that regard because, well, she is held back by how you need to get her level 5 and level 7 tags.
So probably like behind Riddell?
Yeah, well, probably behind Karsh as well. She is pretty solid, and White is a good innate because you also have Holy Healing in there and Negate as elements.
Honestly, the last 3 I think are going to be high as well.
Yeah, I think those will be rounding out the A and I think Lena might actually be a low S tier.
You think? Yeah, you think?
Lena has Lena is probably the mage that is the most usable because she can actually refill her elements. So well, there are not many long battles in this game, but if you in longer battles, she actually can be like, oh hey, I've used up my powerful elements, let's reuse them again. And one of her tags, let's see, which was it again?
Maiden Heart refills her tags. Maiden Faith increases her power and oh wow.
It's a re-race, right?
Maiden Faith is amazing.
It's re-race, right?
It gives her attack up, makes her all her attacks 99% and gives her auto revive.
Yeah, see, I knew there was a reason for. I have been using her when I could in this gameplay, aside from when in certain situations, because Wesley was for damage dealing better. But yeah, that's why I would. If you look at her individually, I would say low S rank at least.
Yeah, I guess I was saying she would be high. Like I wouldn't have put her below A to be honest, but yeah, low S sounds about right.
She's one of the.
She's one of what? What were you gonna say about Lena?
I think she's one of the characters that is really slept upon by a lot of people that plays this game for the first time because
you get her really early.
Not only that, because during the time where she gets her second tag, you don't have her. You get her back after she already has learned her second tag, and you have been using other characters a lot.
Yeah, and you don't realize what her second tech is. Right? Orla's strong, but
Orla is, I would say, a high B at least.
Yeah, I'd probably, she'd probably beat out Mama Cha, to be honest.
At the very least, in design at the very least. I think Orla suffers also from being that you get her really late, to be honest, as well. And that's because at that time, especially since you get Fargo before her, and you probably have Lena back by the time you get her as well.
Yeah. And Irina's, I'd probably still say B, probably mid B for Irina's.
Let me check something. I know.
She might have been the one I was thinking about with the whole magic thing with Nikki.
Yeah, high magic power. She's pretty solid magic caster, to be honest. Let's see. Water breath dealt damage.
And it might cause flu. Let's see. Yeah, Mer Melody was what I was thinking about. Mer Melody is actually pretty good.
Let's see, what does it do again?
Heals an ally and cures all status effects.
Okay, Siren Song, I'm not sure what it does because this side doesn't say that, but
It's a all target version of mermaid breath.
Okay, so yeah, I would probably put her below, over her knees at least.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Mid B.
Something here. Maybe above Leia even, but
Yeah, I'd probably use Arenas more than Leia, to be honest.
I think this is actually pretty solid tier list. I mean, it also flows relatively well. I mean, you got the top four, well, top three technically speaking, but in all honesty, Links is actually slightly better than Search is.
Yeah, because the characters you can use with Lynx are kind of better than the characters you can use with Surge.
No, I meant because of their level 7 tech.
Oh, Forever Zero is better than Luminaire?
Luminaire is not his level 7.
Oh, right, it's Flying Arrows, that's right. Yeah, his level 7's kind of boring sounding.
Not only that, Forever Zero hits all opponents, and Flying Arrow is only hits one.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that's why.
Luminaire should have been.
Yeah, the thing is, I think this is because of a small, of a little bit of a, what do we call it?
Wow. Did you ever use Flying Arrow with Master Moon equipped?
Yeah, I have used that a few times. Then you get to see Masha Moon's fuse form as a shadow.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. That is what do we call it? I cannot get the word. Egg.
Easter egg.
Yeah, Easter egg. God damn it! Why?
You should know that because you're a bunny.
Yeah, well.
You fail at being a bunny.
Well, that's the thing. You guys in with English speaking and all that, they call it a bunny. But where I'm originally from, it's a hare that brings around those eggs. So
they're both rabbits.
No, a hare is not a rabbit. I disagree with that as being a bunny.
It's not a fluffy rabbit, but it's a rabbit.
No. Well, once I drop my lore video, you will know why I don't like being called a hare.
Oh, I never called you a hare, but...
Or being equated to one. Well, yeah, the Sneff tier is pretty much, correct. I don't think there's much to be said about this for the rest. I mean, overall speaking...
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
But honestly, a lot of these characters could have been phased out. Like, even the higher tier characters could have just not been a thing.
These two tiers could be phased out. I mean, you can say Corcha is sort of plot, has some use in the plot, but not more than any NPC would have had, normally speaking.
Yeah.
The C ranks could... The C ranks are also pretty much normally NPCs of characters that wouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah, and B, I feel a lot of them could have been relegated to NPC as well.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
I mean, Zappa, he's pretty much a blacksmith, and he joins because, well, blacksmith.
Yeah, he joins just so you can be able to blacksmith anywhere.
Yeah, that you can make rainbow equipment, because you need to do that thing so that you can do rainbow equipment, so...
Yeah.
As I said, a lot of the Dragoons are also kind of there because, well, hey...
They're the generals. They're the bosses you fight. People like it when bosses join you, right?
People liked it when mechas could join you, so yeah. I think this is pretty solid, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's pretty accurate.
So are you happy with it?
Oh, pretty much. I mean, Sneff is Sneff. Sneff could beat Sneff could be completely deleted from the story and not much would change.
Oh,
I mean, sure. Oh, he has one plot relevance, and it could be easily be changed for something else.
yeah, we could have a dark magician go instead of him.
Or, it could be your Lynx when you transform into a cat, so that could be an ability of Lynx's.
True.
Like, you wouldn't even need to bring your party members. It just Lynx turns into a cat and sneaks around.
But not only that, I mean, Harley. You have Harley at the time in the party as well. So and she has some magical abilities as well. So you could have done
And
it.
you could also stick them with Sprigg, who could also transform into a cat.
Yeah. So in all honesty, the entirety of Sneff is kind of like.
Yeah, like. Yeah, you could have just forced them to have this event with Sprigg and Harley and Lynx, and just have them all be able to turn into cats on their own.
The thing is, aside from Radius, you don't have much other party members at the time. I mean, I had a save file, and I think the only other character at the time was Irina's in that party.
All right, hang on, I gotta go. So
Well, anyways, thank you for joining me.
Yep, no problem. All right, have a good rest of the stream. I'll be back watching it, but all right, bye bye.
Bye bye. So yeah, that was that. Let's close off this call. So that's my general thoughts on the Chrono Cross characters with some help from Murdercard. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's share it on Twitter. See what. There we go. Tweet. Yeah, it tweets. Okay, so anyways, we can close this now, I think. Right. So, that being said, I don't have much else planned at the moment. Oh, hey, that works. Yay. That being said, I think I will just call it a bit early today. Things didn't go as well as I planned, and overall speaking, I have like 45 minutes left for now. Can I do something real quick? No, not really, to be honest. I've been a bit tired the last few days as well, so I think I should just take a little bit of a bunny rest extra. And as I said, we had some fun. We did the thing, and we didn't do all the things, but well. Anyways, thank you all for coming by. My schedule is changing up a bit because we have finished off quite a bit of games at the moment. So let's see what I have planned actually. Well, or at least how the schedule is going to be changing. Where's my schedule now? Hello, schedule. Come here, please. Where the heck did my schedule go? Schedule? Hello, schedule. The heck? Okay, I cannot find my schedule at the moment. Let us see. I should have it somewhere. Okay, this is scuffed as heck. There we go. I think it's there. Yeah, there. Okay, so on Wednesday, as per usual, we'll be diving back onto the network with Mega Man Battle Network series. We're on 3. We started that last week, so... On Sunday, we will be going back into Tales of Vesperia. We started that early this year, and then, well, things happened. I don't really want to discuss it at the moment because, yes, it was it was the half-year anniversary. I don't like that word for it. And it happened half a year ago on the 25th on last Thursday. So that's kinda sorrow, but I need to get over it, and I think starting Tales of Vesperia back up might be a good way to go about it. And for Sunday, I am thinking about what to do. As I was saying earlier on in the stream, I was planning on doing some games with the crowd control extension, where you guys could be doing things while I play the game. So from what I see, you can actually do things like add enemies or almost kill me. Not quite there yet, but stuff like that. But it's kind of limited if you are not an affiliate or partner. So it was kind of like, I can do it, but it wouldn't be that fun at the moment. So we just have to go for the affiliate, right? Right. Other than that, I have some ideas. I probably will be starting on doing just some shorter ones on Sunday. Shorter games that don't... lately, I've been pretty much being all into the RPGs and all that, and I think I should diversify a bit into other genres, like just platforming, and like I did last Saturday, for example, fighting games again. And maybe I will just start up doing... maybe I will just... I'm not sure what I will be doing with Sunday. Maybe I will be doing something else that I still be streaming quite a bit, but not quite as... not that same hours on Sunday, but I am still debating on that. I got some people asking me to start doing a Mother series. So Earthbound Beginnings, Mother 3, but... I want to do Mother 3 at some point because I haven't played that one yet and I've been pretty much putting it off. I did play Earthbound at some point and finish it actually, so... that is also something that I am kind of like, what to do about it. And as I said, I want to do... Why I really love doing the longer stream because I actually feel like I'm getting stuff done in them. I also have an issue with that... I also have a small issue with it because, on all honesty, while it helps me get things done, I also feel like I end up playing too much of the RPGs. And while I like RPGs, and not everyone likes them, and I'm not sure if they actually make for good content. Well, I guess they do because people do follow me and watch me. So, but I think. I do call myself a variety streamer, so I think I should lean more into that as well instead of just RPG streamer. I will see. I will have to talk with some people about it as well. So, that being said, let's see. What can we do at this point? Let's see. Oh, well, just now I was saying we only got 45 minutes left, and now it's less than 40. So, do I have something small? Not really. I think I will just call it quits here for now, so that I can spend my time on thinking on what to do next. Well, let's see. Maybe we got someone to rate actually, because that's also a thing we should be doing more often. We did this one last time. Let's see here. Let's go into the stream manager itself instead of just not much else here. What can we do? There are a few online, but not really. You know what? I'm just going to come out quits now. Thank you all for coming by. Thank you all for the follows, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Unless something really comes up there, like say, oh hey, I want to do something about this, then I might do something in between, but I do need to take some rest because for some reason I haven't been feeling that well. Not enough to say, hey, I don't want to stream anymore, but I do feel I should take a bit of extra rest now, and so I will just stay. For now, I will not make any promises. I might drop in, I might not. So anyways, follow me on Twitter, and I have at the moment still a steady schedule of uploads on YouTube, so if you want, follow me there. Hi, future YouTube me. So then, if you miss something, then you can at least see it that I have uploaded it there. And well, anyways, thank you all for coming by, and I will see you all Wednesday again. So bye, bien.